The Bible says, "In the last days there shall be doctrines of devils," in 1 Timothy chapter 4. And the Bible also says in 2 Corinthians chapter 2 that we are not to be ignorant of Satan's devices. So it is important to note that in the last day Satan is going to be do something, and we are not to be ignorant of that. Now, what's very interesting about Satan, how he's going to use his man, the Antichrist, a lot of people, they're trying to identify who this Antichrist is. A lot of them, actually, you've seen it all over the website, they're saying that Obama is the Antichrist. They're trying to find a lot of different popes, different people to be the Antichrist. But I'm going to give you a big clue, all right? If you want to find the Antichrist, here's a big key that can help you, all right? One of the things is this. The Antichrist, he must be a Jew. That's right, the Antichrist, you got to realize this, he is a Jew. Let's look at this guy's the Antichrist. So, he's got to be Jewish. I also mentioned that he's got to be Syrian. I'm not going to prove it in this video because I showed you in a different video, all right? But he's got to be Syrian, he's got to be Jewish. But here's another thing, all right? Look at Revelation chapter 13, verse 2. The Bible says, "And the beast which I saw," so the beast, that's the Antichrist, "was like unto a" what? Leopard. So this beast is a leopard, and this leopard will have his feet as the feet of a bear, his mouth as the mouth of a lion. The dragon gave him his power and a seat and great authority. So you'll notice right here that the Antichrist, he is a leopard. So the animal type that the Antichrist is a leopard. But it's a strange leopard with a feet of a bear and the mouth of a lion. Now this leopard, you got to understand this. If you look at a leopard, what kind of animal is a leopard? This is interesting. A leopard, if you look him up, this is the type of animal he is. He is Asiatic African. This animal type will be found where? In Africa or in parts of Asia. If the Antichrist is a leopard, where's the leopard from? Asia and Africa. So guess what? The Antichrist, Asian right here, but guess what? He's also what? He's also African. He's black. Look at that. See why he's going to be so attractable for the world? Because he is literally multicultural, and it's going to attract all kinds of different religions, ethnicities, and cultures. Oh, I also forgot to mention right here, he's Catholic, but I'm not going to prove it in this video. If you saw my other videos, I'm sure you already saw that. But he's Catholic too. See, I mean, the major religions you'll notice is Catholicism, Islam, and Judaism. Those are the three biggest religions, the main religions. And what the people will do, a lot of people, what they're going to turn to is this Antichrist, because he will attract the Jews, he will attract the Catholics, he will attract the Muslims, and what? He's going to attract the Africans right here, the blacks. Let's also look at Jeremiah 13, Jeremiah chapter 13. Now this African connection is really, really connected with the Antichrist. You might say, how so? Because, look at right here, Jeremiah chapter 13. Jeremiah chapter 13. The Antichrist is a leopard, yes? Yes. You know what the Bible really connects this leopard with? There's no doubt he's Asiatic African. And the Bible really does not separate this leopard with this African lineage. It really doesn't do that. So let's look at Jeremiah chapter, I think it was 13. We will look at verse 23. The Bible says right here, "Can the Ethiopian, that's from Africa, right? Change his skin, or what? The leopard, his spots." See, it connects this leopard with African, the Bible does. So there is no doubt right here that the Antichrist, he is connected. There's no doubt. He is connected with Africans. He is black. Let's also look at Genesis chapter 10. Genesis chapter 10. I'm going to show you something really interesting right here. Look at Genesis chapter 10. You know, this is really interesting. The word leopard, you know where it comes from? The word leopard, when it came from the Hebrew word right here, this Hebrew word for leopard, you know what it is? Nimor. Nimor. Now look at right here. Excuse me. Genesis chapter 10, verse 6. That same word Nimor, you know who it's ascribed to? Look at Genesis chapter 10 and verse 6. The Bible says, and the sons of Ham. Ham is from Africa, right? All right, look who came from Ham. Cush, Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan. Okay, Cush came from Ham. Okay, Ham is African. Cush came from Hamitic Africa. Who did Cush bring birth to? Look at verse 8. And Cush begat who? Nimrod. And he began to be a mighty one in the earth. If you study Nimrod, the historical sources and accounts of Nimrod, he was pretty much a world leader. Guess what the Hebrew word is? Nimor, Nimrod. Wow, that name came from this one. How about that? You see how the Bible's really connecting things right here? The Bible's really connecting things right here. So you notice right here that this world leader Nimrod, he came from who? He came from Ham's seed. And Ham, he's from Africa. So you'll notice right here, there is no doubt right here, which is pretty interesting. Leopard is connected, you'll notice, with what? The leopard is not separated with African. In fact, if you were to think about a leopard, what's pretty much more common is African. That's what they're going to more think about compared to Asia. All right? Now, there are leopards in Asia, and there are scientists that says the origin of leopards came from Asia, so we'll know that. But the stereotype and the common thinking of people is that when you think leopard, they're most likely going to think in this region right here. Why is that? Because it was common in the Bible too. The Bible really associated the leopard with Africa. And that word, Nimor, Nimrod, it came from Africa. How about that? That book will blow your mind. Let me ask you, let me tell you something else too, all right? We're going to look at Revelation 13 again. Revelation 13 again. What makes this Antichrist so attractive? Well, in Revelation chapter 13, we read verse 2 once more. So let's look at it one more time. And I will write it right here and we'll close. Revelation 13 verse 2. One more time. This Antichrist is a leopard, right? What's the color of the leopard? It has yellow skin. So there's Asia. Yellow skin. Shem, Asia. It also has what? Black spots. There's Ham. So Africa. And it also has what? A white belly. And there is Japheth. Interesting that when you look at a leopard, that there is a particular leopard that goes with what? Yellow skin, black spots, and white belly. So when you look at it right here, then the Antichrist is what? Completely one world. He completely covers all races. He completely covers all races. Shem, Ham, and Japheth, these are the three people that produced all our national different ethnicities today. And that Antichrist will meet all three. Why do you believe that, Pastor? Because he's a leopard, and a leopard has that. But more than that, it makes so much more sense. Because when you see all this stuff and current events of what's going on in our world today, what do you think will attract all the world? How are you going to scoop all the world together? Is if you meet up every one of their standards. When you meet up every one of their standards, you will be the perfect person that they will vote you in for president or even their king one day. And that's how you're going to identify the Antichrist.